Hi, I'm Muskan from RG International, and today I have with me Ms. Justyna Murawska from Lazarski University. So a lot of you students have questions about Poland, going to Poland, and we would like to answer these questions and solve your queries. So how are you, Ms. Justyna?
Thank you very much. I'm amazing. As always, Surat welcome you with loads of sun, with amazing people. I'm going to be happy to answer your question. It will be later on easier for students to make decisions about studies in Poland.
Right. So, Ms. Justyna, a lot of the students have this question that why should they choose Poland out of all the countries to go abroad to study?
Definitely choosing a right country for you to study is not easy decision. It's not easy for students, it's not easy for parents. So a few things why Poland is a really good destination for education. First of all, definitely Poland is a member country of European Union. So the education that you are going to get in Poland is going to be recognized around the world.
Right.
So it doesn't matter which degree you are going to decide to do, it's going to be European Union degree, quality degree that is going to be recognized. If you're going to decide to come back to India later on, or you're going to decide to purchase your further career, or maybe settle yourself in Europe, this degree is going to be recognized. That's the first thing.
Right.
Second thing is that Poland is a country that offers a quality education, but still within very affordable prices. So it's a good destination for those who are maybe not a crorepati, maybe they don't have a lot of money, but still they want to send their child for studies abroad to get an internationally recognized certificate. Then Poland definitely is going to be there. And the last thing that I may say, simply Poland is a beautiful country, very friendly country, that we care for our students, and really it is very important for us that they are happy during the stay in Poland, not only during the studies but afterwards too.
Right. Also, Ms. Justyna, why should they choose Lazarski University out of all the universities in Poland?
Yeah, there's many things I could mention here, but definitely the most important thing is that simply we offer a quality education. Lazarski University for many years is a top institution in our country. We are one of the 3 best private universities in Poland, and this is not happening without a reason. Okay. Simply, we really provide a quality education. Please remember that quality education, good university mean that students need to work hard, okay? So this is a student hard work, which later on is our success. But thanks to this, we are really able to help them to gain a bright future, I would say. The second thing I think is very important to mention, Lazarski University is a very international university. So you are not going to be one of few foreigners studying. You are going to be one of many foreigners that are studying in our university. And this international diversity is really helping a lot in studies, but as well simply in mating, to make a proper friendships for the future, to start on your own business, or maybe work with someone else in some kind of international company. And the last thing that I want to mention about Lazarski, and I think it's really important, especially if you come from a very far away from Poland, right?
Yes.
India and Poland are very far away, is that Lazarski University is a very caring university.
Right.
Our international students are never left alone. We have a separate department just taking care of international students. Our student help desk is doing everything to sort out from small problems to big problems, all the issues, so you can feel yourself comfortable. You don't have to be scared that this is maybe your first time abroad, or maybe there's some kind of big issue that for a young person it might sound overwhelming, but don't worry, we will help you to sort it out definitely.
I want to ask you, how's the campus life over there?
Campus life is amazing. Remember that campus life is not only studies, right? Because classes is the one thing, but as well what is happening after classes is so important. So outside of pandemics and coronavirus, we had various of different kind of activities for students, clubs, additional cultural events, sightseeing tours, and so on and so on. So there's many options for students. During the coronavirus, of course, we have to follow the safety instructions. So these things are happening online. We are doing our best, but I hope that the pandemic situation is going to be, it's finishing slowly. So once our new students will come from India, the situation will be completely normal, and we can get back to an active, and vast student life, full of people, full of good energy, and allowing you to get to know Poland and Europe better.
Also, I want to know, will the Indian students be able to interact and mingle with the students from Poland on a...
Yes, definitely. Of course, it's Poland, so there is lots of Polish students around. When it comes to Polish students and our numbers, so Polish students are around 50% of all of our students, and foreign students around 50% of all of our students. And as I said before, among these foreign students, we have people from around 55 different nationalities. So definitely during your studies, you will be able to mingle with Polish people. We study English from a kindergarten, from very early stage, so definitely our Polish students will speak English,
and it will be easier to interact with them as well.
It will be easier if your English is good. If an Indian student English is good, then it will be easy for you to interact with anyone you choose.
Right. Okay. So I want to know the cost of living in Poland.
Yes, it's very, very important question. So cost of study is a one of the expenses, but the second is an expense of living, right? So accommodation, food, transportation, and maybe some additional costs like insurance. I don't know, you have to buy some kind of clothes, or you want to go out for a coffee with your friends. So I would say cost of living in a capital city, because Lazarski University is based in Warsaw, which is a capital city, will be something between $400 to $500 per month. And this is the amount, of course, depends on students' expenses, right? If you are going crazy and going out to restaurant every day, it might be slightly more expensive, but if you're having normal, comfortable life, $400 to $500 American dollars should be absolutely fine for you. So it's easy to count. If parents are thinking of education, you need to be ready to simply give to your child 1 year accommodation and living expense fee, because this is going to be the amount that consulate will ask to prove that you have it, you are able to cover these expenses in order so your child can get a student visa. So it's easy to count, right? Times 10, 12 months, right?
Also, what are the career opportunities in Poland?
Yeah, it's a very, very important question. Of course, no one is studying for nothing. We are not studying just for a degree, for a diploma. We are studying for development. We are studying exactly to prepare ourselves for future, for bright future, for the great career. And definitely, this is something that Lazarski is offering. We have one more department here that is related to this question I wanted to mention, which is career and job office. They only designation, they only responsibility is to sign contracts with different international corporations and find job opportunities for our students. All of our students from the third year of their study, they start practicing in different kind of international companies. They are offered with different kind of activities, business activities in those companies, so they can start using the theory that they gain at the classes later on in the companies, and of course later on they start their career. And by the statistics, I just want to mention 80% of Lazarski University student graduates, upon the graduation, they already have a job offer from international company. Most of our international students, they work in English, right? They work in the language that they took tuition in.
So do you have a placement cell which helps the students?
Yes, we do. We offer such. Of course, I am far from saying we offer this to 100% of students, because as well, dear students, it depends on you, on your English skill, on your professional skills, and of you being active, right? And what kind of career you're choosing for yourself. But as I said, we are signing agreements with different international companies to be able to offer.
So the companies do come over to your university and do hire students. You do have
absolutely yes.
Okay, so that's great. Is Poland safe for Indian students? Depending on the cultural diversity, like from India and the thing in Poland, like will they be able to feel at home, or will it be difficult for them to survive there?
It might be a different home. It might be, it's a place which is very, very far away. It's in different continent. Definitely culture will be a little bit different. Definitely people might look different. Maybe they eat something different than here in India. but I personally believe Poland is a very, very good place for international students, especially those who are starting the adventure with international trips and with international studies. I think there are a few reasons to say that. Poland, first of all, is a very, very safe country. Our crime ratio is very, very low. Our country, and especially in the big cities, we are quite a tolerant and friendly nation, and you would be surprised to discover that actually cultural differences at the end of the day between India and Poland are not so big. Especially a few years ago, we were very similar to Indian values, right? The most important value in India definitely is a family, right? And in Poland, we have a similar culture. Family still is a priority, is something very important. So I think all of you that have this value will find your place in Poland. As well, there's so many Indian students now studying in Poland. So don't worry, you will be able to find friends, you will be able to mingle with them as well. There is loads of different kind of Indian events organized in Poland, in Warsaw city. The biggest Indian community in Poland lives in Warsaw, in the capital city. So if you want to celebrate Navratri and dance Garba, or if you want to celebrate Holi, or if you want to celebrate Diwali, don't worry, there will be amazing parties in Warsaw as well to take attendance there. But as well, I think it's very important to mention about catering, about food. Especially people from Gujarat, okay? The Gujarat is so famous for amazing food.
Right.
And I know for Indian students, but especially for Gujaratis, eating is so important.
Right.
So guys, I want to tell you, don't worry about eating, don't worry about food. There is so many Gujarati restaurants in Warsaw. Literally, you are not able, to try to taste new food because so many restaurants is opening now in Poland. But as well, there's many Indian supermarkets offering everything from India. I mean, anything that you can imagine. Don't worry, you will be able to buy paneer in Poland, you will be able to buy easily ghee, you will be able to buy any masalas that you will need for cooking. There will be basmati rice, there will be Patanjali cosmetics or Himalaya. So really, don't be scared of it. Everything that you need is going to be there in Poland.
All right. Lastly, I want to ask you, what are the entry requirements to get in Lazarski University?
Yes, this is a very important question. So guys, if you're applying for good university, get ready that there are going to be requirements toward you. Remember that university that doesn't have requirements, sorry to tell you, most probably it's not a very good university. Lazarski University is requiring from students, first of all, to speak a very good English. So either you have to show us a certificate of IELTS, for example, IELTS with result minimum 5.5 and above. You can go as well through a Skype interview if you don't have an IELTS certificate or other internationally recognized certificate. But remember, the Skype interview is a real examination over Skype, so you have to prepare yourself for this. Our teacher will have to judge what is your English knowledge and if it's enough for you to start studies. And the second thing and second demand that we have toward our student is a GPA. So simply academic success of a young person, and on the last degree, so either high school diploma or your bachelor degree, we demand a minimum of 60% GPA. As well, please ask RG International to which particular subjects we are going to look into, just to give you an idea. Lazarski being a business school, and if you are applying for economic studies or business economic studies, your math grade need to be great, okay? You need to be strong in math because this is going to be a main part of your study.
So Justyna, it's great to have you here. Thank you for answering all the questions for our students, and yeah, we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much. Guys, thank you very much for listening. I hope that these answers were helpful. I hope that I will be able to see you in Poland and meet you in person in Lazarski, or if not in Lazarski, then in other event organized for Indian community in Warsaw. If you will have any further questions, please feel free to contact RG International offices. They will be happy to answer them. Bye-bye.